Nasty. Actually, I'm just feeling myself. Look, this is Chris from Team R4S as well as Team Universe X. I was just doing a quick deck profile. As you can see, this is the top 8 mat for the DC Regional Qualifiers hosted by PPG. So I just wanted to show you guys my deck list as well as talk to you about the tournament a little bit. Just remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know, everybody wants to have their hobby explode into things that maybe give them pennies at a time, like monetization. That is what it is. So, point being, today was 7 rounds hosted by PPG. It had PPG's players there, like Marcel Russell, all this crap. And by crap, I mean like some of the best players around. Like, they were savage. They were scary decks, but we'll talk about that later. Today, I ended up playing Hirudegarn. You guys all know what this leader does. It's consistent. It's crazy thinning. Some other decks see like 1 or 2 cards per turn. This deck will see like a minimum of like 4. But we're gonna go through this. You guys already know, first and foremost, Hirudegarn. When you swing on its unawakened side, you're going to ditch a battle card and draw 2. This means that the other leaders that just draw 1 card, you're seeing 1 card. Hirudegarn sees 2 at the price of dropping 1, which also, you know, feels your overroam, so that's cool too. 4 life, untap 2 energy, awaken. When he swings and you have 4 or more energy, your opponent chooses 1 card to bounce the top of their deck, and he has the normal draw leader effect. This allows you to get in some pretty crazy combinations after you Xeno or you neg somebody's hand, you put stuff down. So, moving past that. Going down on this, we're just going to go over the cards real quick. Camera shift. So, the first couple cards. 4 Intensifying Trunks. Intensifying Power Trunks. This card shouldn't have been made. You guys know that. You swing, take a life, gains plus 10,000 in crit. Really good to push. Combined with Champa, you can chunk off people's health. But most importantly, it's a 1-drop target for Chain Attack Trunks to evolve onto. Second, Dependable MILF Bulma, JK, Dependable Mom Bulma. When she's on the field, you can tap her, give any battle card plus 5k, and draw a card. With Flute, she becomes oppressive because, you know, you just kind of take stuff back to hand. You player, tap, draw, flute, bounce, draw. You guys already know what it is. And also, she adds a little boost to certain things. She can make your Trunks as 20k instead of 15k. She can make your Raging Spirit Gohans 20k instead of 15k, so that's powerful. 2 Champa, because this deck filters, and almost any card you need in a pinch or a finisher, you can play at 2 because this deck filters so much between the leader effect and Hoi and all the draw in there. But you guys already know what Champa is. Turns your Trunkses into double strike targets, turns your sneaky single strike damage into double strike. 2 Legic, because I hate this dude. Why not 3? I hate this dude. I literally hate Legic. Forward or back? Is it down here?
Why not 3 or more?
Oh. Honestly, some people play 3 Legic. I just want to know if this is in frame. Is it in frame?
Yeah, no,
Cool.
you're good.
Sorry, guys, I've been drinking. Look, point being, some people play 3 Legic. Personally, I feel like because I play Raging Spirit Sun Gohans and as well as other Bulmas, sometimes my Legics get a little hard to play unless I just Xeno'd or my opponent goes first and actually leaves something on the board and doesn't flute it. Doesn't happen as much. So I play 2 Legic because I really hate him, but my teammates tell me I should play him, and every now and then Legic puts in work. You guys know me. I put the Gohan memes on the group. I built that Gohan shrine, and I will personally take credit for Gohan being a decent leader. Look, these are TP foil Gohans. Basically, they have crit. When you have 4 or less in hand, you draw 2. This means he is the best recovery card post-Xeno. And sometimes you can just extend play so hard. You swing with the Trunks for the crit. You do your thing, you tap 2 to play Chain Attack Trunks, you slam this guy out, you're down to 4, you swing, you're up to 6, you flute him, you combo with your leader swing. There's lots of plays, but the point is, he's critical, he draws 2, he gets in there, he's TP, foil, he's ultimate, let's go. Next, 3 Chain Attack Trunks. This doesn't need explanation. He comes out, he plays something 15 or less. That's Xeno, that's Gohan, that's anything you really need in this deck, and he's busted. He evolves for 2, you guys know what that does. Don't have to explain this, that's an extra super combo, Unbreakable is Unbreakable. Playing against your opponent is cool. Playing against your opponent when you can take cards out of their hand and see all the knowledge is even better. Trap Dust Shoots OP, you guys know what this guy does. This is literally in conjunction of why the deck works. The super combo for this deck allows you to discard 1 card and draw 2 cards. So while most super combos allow you just to discard the super combo, gain 10,000, draw 1, this card lets you see twice the amount while setting up for your overwhelm.
So is that more of a tech for your deck?
No, that belongs in every Hirudegarn deck. My cameraman doesn't play Dragon Ball Z, but he's willing to ask the hard questions, the questions that you need to know when you watch this video if you have not played this deck. And that's what we're doing here. But yeah, super combos, there's 4 in every deck if you haven't played this game before, and Hoi is just busted as fuck. Untapping is good, so unyielding's there. Combo him on your turn to untap. More Gohans means more greatness, but really though, he's a pseudo super combo. He combos and he comes into play. The format's pretty Cancer, so we have to fight Cancer with other Cancer, which is why we chain attack Trunks into Xeno to reset your board, and then use our leader to keep drawing and Gohans to keep drawing. Now, the Overwhelm Sweep. I'm actually just going to talk about these real quick. The Overwhelm Sweep, I actually have a 4 black card set, and 2 of them are this guy. Well, this gal. She's really good. She checks out the top 3 cards of your deck and takes any battle card. And since your entire deck is pretty much battle cards, she's essentially just take the top 3 cards of your deck and choose one. She's excellent. She's straight consistency. And by running 2 and 2, I ensure that I can use this card and still have Overwhelm for Fu. And also, using her and fluting her is just straight value. Flu's just too stupid.
Did you playtest more than 2 and decide no, 2 is the best where you need to be?
No, but I had 3 Fu, and I found that I was always discarding a Fu because, Fu takes 7 cards in graveyard, and that just wasn't working out. So I decided that I wanted to have 4 Overwhelm instead of 3, but I decided that these 2 were better than 2 Time Patrol Trunkses because they see 1 card deeper, and you're generally just not going to hit extras. So 2 Fu, 2 of these, because you're really only going to use 3 Overwhelms per game, if that. Then when you get to the extras, Sensu Beans, the legendary Skin Flute, because when you play it, your opponent sucks the D. Look, really though, that's pretty much the main deck. Some of it is standard. Of course, Hirudegarn does a lot of good things, and Blue Red is a very strong color combination. The next part I want to go over is the side deck very quickly. First cards. First, we have One More Hit. In decks that I saw were creature heavy, such as other Hirudegarn matches, Trunks matches, I would side this guy in because, and Super Saiyan 3, because you could hit them and take away their topos, take away their unbreakables, their hoys, and you really do cut off a lot of their combo power. So going from 3 hit to 4 hit sometimes worked. I told you guys before, Gohan's my dude. I will talk to you guys about this later. Every time I have the hunch to side Gohan, he kind of works, and so I want to talk about that. 3 Corona. Yeah, while Shugesh isn't popular, you still don't want to get caught off guard by Shugesh, so you have to play the card that literally says fuck Shugesh. If they needed spot removal, such as Bergamo or things like that, I had the Dimension Foods side out for my normal foods in case I just needed that. I don't know what the focus is doing right now. So these 3 cards I never sided in. I actually didn't have my extra cards on me, and so I just threw in 3 shiny cards that maybe would work. But I have 3 Divine Vanquisher Beerus because I was thinking, if I side them in against advantage heavy decks like the Mirror, which I never did because they don't make it that long, this card maybe be good, but he wasn't good, so we're just boo. And then for aggro matchups, 3 Weeks of Coercion. Because sometimes staying alive is more important than not staying alive. Actually, all the time staying alive is more important than not staying alive. So, the quick recap. Round 1. My opponent didn't show up. It sucked. It kind of is what it is. But, that happened. Round 2, I faced the Mirror. Game 1, he established himself early as Flute Rush, and I understood I had to be defensive. So I was playing very passively. I would swing with my leader, discard, draw 2, leave all my energy open. He tried to destroy me with 3 flutes, a bunch of 1-drops, and Fu, and I was able to out-combo everything he had, charging blue first, and then keeping my Sensu Beans open and all those things. And basically, I withstood his push, and he was down to 2 life, and I still had cards in hand. And the moment I played Fu, the next turn, Scientist Fu, he scooped it up. Game 2. His Flute Rush aggro actually got there. That's cool. Game 3, I sided in the Miraculous Comeback, your boy, Ultimate Gohan, and it pretty much ended him. We were going back and forth.
Against what matchup?
Hirudegarn. I was playing the mirror, sorry, Blue Red Hirudegarn, but he was playing more Flute Rush, where I played kind of more defensive. And basically what it came down to was I ended up swinging on his leader and with Fu for his last 2 life. And he triple hoyed and he double hoyed, double unbreakable, triple Senzu Bean, and some other fodder to get over my 70k swing. So then I just simply paid 2 energy for your boy, and I swung on his tapped intensifying power trunks, and then comboed up to like 50k, and that was just it. So that was cool. He comes in handy. The next game, I actually went on to play Super Saiyan 3, Blue Red. That's my best matchup. It's like my deck, except personally I think it's slower and doesn't have the draw potential. So I don't even remember that match much. He just got bodied. And then I was on feature on round 4, and I played Blue Yellow Super Saiyan 3. You guys can go watch that. I'll put the link in the description at some point as soon as it comes up. That was a little rough. Game 1, I was trying to find the Xeno to desperately reset his board. By the time I dug enough to find it, it was too late, and I had to pretty much try to push for game that turn. Didn't work out. Game 2, you'll see on the end of that, I just kind of pushed his hand. I Xeno'd at the correct time. I hit him to get him down to 1 card. I stacked his card with Hirudegarn, and I just like ended his life right then and there. Game 3, we weren't able to finish it, but he couldn't kill me that turn. And next turn, I don't know how it would have gone. I had a lot of stuff on my hand. I had Fu. I had my combos. Point being, you guys can watch that yourself to see that. I don't really have to explain that. Round 5, I played a Blue-Yellow Hirudegarn. And previously, I was wondering about playing Blue-Yellow over Blue-Red. And I was just sitting there like, well, they just got a bunch of 10Ks. How does this deck kill people? I didn't know then. I found out today. That deck raped me. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But the point is, I got blown out. I got 2-0'd, and that stung because that was the only time I just got 2-0'd the entire deck. Moving past that, and shout out to that dude. I think he got like 3rd place, 4th place, like 4th place, 5th place, something like that. No, 4th place probably. So, moving past that, I played the next round, and I think at that point it was like round 6. It was Blue-Red Super Saiyan 4. I saw Super Saiyan 3. I saw Super Saiyan 3, and I was like, oh no, and then he charged, dropped his card, and flipped over 2 red, and I was like, whatever, it was Super Saiyan Red. Good player, but it's just my best matchup, so I steamrolled it. 2-0 went to round 7, and my opponent dropped Senzu Bean and put down 2 Kefla from his life. And at that point, I knew I was playing Super Saiyan 3 Red, and so we got bodied again. Really, this deck's strengths, Super Saiyan 3 Red-Blue, or Blue-Red, doesn't really compete well with it because this deck does everything that deck wants to do except better, in my opinion. The only thing you do more is you have more energy from me, and especially if I go first, it doesn't really even matter. My comments so far about Storm, like Blue-Yellow Storm, the deck is hard. You can't charge red first because you'll be ass out. You have to charge blue first, which makes your Xeno plays a little slower. You will need the Xeno plays to cut down their hand, but really you need to mull for blue and a Senzu Bean. Otherwise, you get ran over with no exceptions. So be on the watch out for that deck. I'm going to have to change my deck a little bit to be able to continue for it. Further than that, I did not get to play against the Energy Lock deck that Marcel and Peter Catani were playing. My top 8 feature match, or my top 8 match would have been against Red Blue Super Saiyan 3, but it's a con, it's a convention. I've had friends that have been chilling all day, and I wanted to go chill with them, so I gave my opponent the win at the start of top 8 and just dipped. That being said, the top 8 was essentially, I think, Blue-Yellow Storm, Blue-Yellow Storm, Energy Lock, and I think like Red Blue Super Saiyan 3 and me. So
after playing the deck in the tournament, is there anything that you would change, like maybe play less of or play more of or swap out?
Honestly, the side deck may need to change a little bit because I mean I had like dead spaces, but you can't really not play Chronoa because you just don't want to get Shugesh randomly. The main deck doesn't really have a lot of room to grow. All the cards in there are there for specific reasons, but playstyle is a major thing. I know for a fact that I did not play my Storm, my blue-yellow Storm matches correctly. I was not defensive enough, and I thought that I could outpace them, or at least match their pace. When in reality, that deck needs to be handled like I'm the control deck, and I need to just bide my time and resources and life until I can Xeno correctly, apply pressure, and then wall up again, and then Xeno correctly again. So if I could change anything, it would literally just be how I handle the Storm matches as a player, not exactly the card choice. Other than that, if you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know in the comments. I would love to answer questions. I'm going to be trying to remake this deck. I'm not sure if it's going to be what I'm playing in September, but I will try to make sure I'm off work for Richmond because this event was really fun. I want more of those championship cards, and hopefully I can make a repeat performance. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.